Off the Straight Path, A Country's Struggle with the Concept of Homosexuality. Oscar Wilde was a popular playwright of 19th century England. He was extravagant, quick-witted, and popular in the theatres of London, and could have lived a luxurious life had he not met Alfred Douglas. Like him, Alfred Douglas was a poet, and the two of them got along extremely well. Their fond relationship quickly escalated into something unheard of at the time, an affair between two people of the same gender. Douglas's father, John Sholto Douglas, learned of their relationship upon first meeting Wilde. After asking around a bit, he found the true extent of this friendship that had grown between the two men, and he made his disapproval obvious. John Douglas left threatening notes, warning Wilde that he'd ridicule him at his plays and disown his son unless the relationship was called off. Tired of the constant belittling, Wilde and Alfred Douglas sued John Douglas, convinced that they would win. John Douglas and his defense attorney, Edward Carson, made a very strong case against Wilde, accusing him of participating in gross indecencies with rent boys. Two workers at a hotel swore that they had seen Wilde with one of his partners. In questioning, Wilde protested that this was not true, as the person was a rather plain boy. This statement was later used against him by the prosecution. Since the judge could not reach a verdict, they had a second trial not long after. Meanwhile, Wilde's friends and family urged him to flee the country as he was quite obviously losing his case. He refused out of pride and limped through the next two trials. On the third and final trial, Edward Carson made the final blow by marching in 5 different men who all swore they had performed some type of misconduct with Wilde. These men were granted immunity from punishment. However, Wilde was sentenced to 2 years of hard labor shortly after the end of the trial. The great life he had once lived was now gone, and Oscar Wilde died a lonely, premature death. His fans now despised him, and his family had abandoned him long before. Although his life had been ruined by his actions, many gained hope that they were not alone in their fight against their culture's biases towards homosexuality. The world will forever remember Oscar Wilde as the first famous homosexual.